Hey guys, welcome to my art channel, Flutter Illustrations. I'm Amanda, the artist, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my artistic side while I fill out my Copic Hex chart. Okay, so some quick art history. From 6th grade to about my first semester of college, I've always been in some kind of art class. And I feel like after a certain point, I just didn't learn anymore from those classes. I really wanted to learn anime above everything else, but for some reason my classes didn't teach that. They were very hateful towards anime and they always wanted to do abstract, whereas I wanted to do more realistic kind of things. I wanted to do character design, animals, basically everything in my art classes for about 7.5 years didn't really go over. Oh dear, that could be a problem. My white gel pen is not over here, so I'm gonna have to come back and write that. Before that, I was an artistic child, I guess. I always drew, colored stuff, and I was also really appraised for my art, I guess. People always complimented on my art skills, and even at a young age, which kind of it made me feel good when I was younger. But then when I would try to draw stuff from imagination or not a character from a show already existing, if I tried to draw something without a reference or without really any study, oh, where is this one? I would feel just really awful about it, basically, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm trying to get through this quickly. Put my purple back. My pins are all up above where my markers are all up above where my camera is sitting to be able to see this thing. So that's, hopefully it doesn't pick up too badly or shake too badly. Get back to art history. After my first semester of college, that is, art basically just disappeared. I was a double major in accounting and biology. I know this one is somewhere down here. So I didn't really have much free time, or I was always stressed out in college, honestly, to the point where even if I did want to make art, it just would have made me feel worse in the end than I actually did. I was also working and going to college, and I was getting more and more hours to the point where I just had a grand breakdown, to the point where I just quit my job and I worked bare minimum at my other job. So yeah, college really hurt. At some point near the end of my college career though, I had to draw something. I think it was a plant for a lab, and I just got lost in it. I don't remember if it was a plant or a mushroom. I've had about 4 classes in that classroom that I remember drawing this in, and I can't I think it was botany. If it was botany, it was my 4th year of college, which I was in school for about 6.5 years, I think. 6 years, yeah. But whatever I drew, I think it was some kind of plant. I wish I could find it. I wish I could find this picture because for the life of me, I don't remember what it was. But if it was where I remember sitting, it was botany, I think. It had to be some plant thing. And my professor commented on it. I forgot what she said. But her comment just really like validated my feelings towards the art, because I hadn't drawn in so long. And like, I was just surprised, I guess, how much I enjoyed making it. So I'm gonna cut out me grabbing the markers, since they're just gonna just be my hands all up in the camera's way. But we were talking about college. That's like 90% of what I ever talk about, honestly, is college. I think this one, I know it's 13, BG13 is my favorite Copic color. I'll do that one next. Oh, but anyways, a real turning point for me was my very last semester in college. Near the end of it, one of my classes, my professor said something that really, there it is. She said something that really grabbed my attention, and I feel like it forever changed my course of my career. Oh great, I thought I grabbed the wrong one and filled in the wrong one. But anyways, what she was talking about, it was a marine course, and since I lived in the same desert my whole life at that point, I was already like really interested in this class. So when she said these words, I just felt like a wall of bricks just like hit me in the face, just knocked me over, and I needed to learn more about it. The words were scientific illustration. My professor had worked as a scientific illustrator. After class, I went up and talked to her about it, and that led me to my first graduate level class, which was a 2-weekend workshop in Oregon. Some of these colors, I swear, are just impossible to find. I have filled out like a hex chart before, but I left that in Colorado, and I really need this. I've been using my sketchbook that had like some swatches in there, and it's just so hard to try to visualize colors together. But anyways, I took this graduate course at Oregon Institute of Marine Biology, and although the art class itself was fairly easy, it was more of a introductory to art kind of class. I took away, where is this one? But really, oh. But from that class, I took away 3 pieces of art that I'll insert here that really changed how I feel about my art. The art pieces I made really, after the course had finished and all, they just screamed at me that I could make this a career. I could make art a career if I choose to. I was incredibly surprised at my ability at this point, because it's been about 5.5, 6 years at that point since I really did anything with art. These pieces just, they make me feel like this is my purpose. I'm not quite sure what exactly that is, but I feel like scientific illustration is the biggest part of my purpose in life. and I've just never felt my purpose so strong, I guess. I knew from high school, I've known that my purpose is somewhere in nature, but I've always just kind of forced a purpose onto myself at that point. It wasn't until I took this class about 2 years ago where I really discovered my purpose. And for that, I honor those pieces by framing them and hanging them in my room, where I can see them every day, and they just constantly remind me that I'm a good enough artist to make a career out of it. So for the past about 3 years or so, I've been really focusing on doing my art and trying to do something with it. I don't know what, but I should probably get more markers out. But I've been studying more intensely, like within the last year, of how to go about getting into this career path, and which has led me here to YouTube. YouTube's been one of those goals that I just feel like was just so unachievable. I'm too quiet. I've had a lot of issues with just editing stuff for my other art channel that I've decided to abandon because that name was already taken, and I didn't know that at the time. I feel like this name, Flutter Illustration, really reflects more of the art that I want to do, which is more nature-based, realistic pieces. But I've been, the past year, about a year, I've been really struggling just trying to produce videos and try to work out the kinks, get to learn the program that I had on my computer before it utterly fried. And now I'm stuck to using my phone to edit, which I'm so thankful that I've found a software on my phone that is not garbage. It's called Duo Recorder, I believe, or DU Recorder. And it's been my saving grace when it's come to editing videos. Without it, I wouldn't be able to produce videos that I felt confident enough to post for other eyeballs to see. So, yeah. I know I'm only about halfway through my pins, so they're not pins, they are markers. These are my children. In the case of a fire, I'm grabbing my cat and I'm grabbing my markers. My colored pencils are a little iffy, but I might grab them too. So I'm going to do like a speed through of the rest of these so you can see the final piece. finished Copic Hex chart. I have an array of colors. I'm not quite sure. When I started investing in Copics, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to draw necessarily. I just knew that these markers were great and I wanted them. So, if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see where this will go and where my art career will be in a year, 5 years, 10 years, hopefully existing at least. My goal is to create art, at least like a finished piece of art, once a week. I'm going to post pictures of the work in progress and sketches and final pieces on my Instagram at Flutter Illustrations. And I'm going to attempt to start making weekly videos. Probably for now bi-weekly, but I'm just so excited that I have a lot of ideas and I need to start going. So if you want to see some of my older and scarier art, then you should head to my personal Instagram at MandaPandaKitty. I post less art on there now, but if you really want to see some of my scary art, they're there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. I didn't realize I was out of screen the whole time. Whoops.